Hey guys, it's Carter. Coming back with another part of Bioshock. We're getting into the third act, I believe, of the story. And we're getting to the point where, well, in the last part we realized that Atlas was a fucking asshole and was controlling us this whole time to kill Andrew Ryan. And yeah, that wasn't cool. Yeah, so that was interesting. That's all I'll say. I'm gonna say right now, the time I'm recording this, I am doing this right before I have an online interview. So I figured I'd record this audio to kind of just get it out of the way and to get my mind off the interview before it happens. So yeah. So let's focus on this area here of Olympus Heights while we're jumping in here. So yeah, last time we figured out that Atlas was actually Fontaine, Franklin Fontaine, I believe, and he he was using us the whole time to get to killing Andrew Ryan, and in order to kind of basically get Rapture as his own. So we at this point are gonna try and find a way to A, get out from under his control, and B, get the hell out of here, which hopefully we can do. There's still a couple of little sisters and big daddies along the way, so we have to continue to help those ones, like these ones here. So these ones here are also elite level big daddies. These ones specifically are elite rosies, while the ones in Fort Frolic were elite level what's it called? Elite level bouncers, the ones with the drills. So these guys can shoot at us from pretty far away, which they're a lot more dangerous, as you can see. This mission is probably gonna set a record for how many deaths I accumulate, because I die a lot, especially to the big daddies. So, got ourselves another little sister. I think there's only 2 of them in this area. So, this area is pretty hard because we're getting to the third act of the story here. Much later into the game, I think there's 3 more areas that we have to focus on before we can actually get the hell out of here. Because I looked at the map and I saw that there was still pretty much 3 separate areas that we had not gotten to yet. So that'll be interesting to see what happens when we get to those other areas. I don't know if there's going to be any higher level big daddies coming up, because like first couple areas there was the bouncers and the rosies, and now there's elite bouncers and elite rosies, so I don't know if there's anything beyond that. Again, I haven't gotten farther than this point. Like, this is the farthest I've gotten in the game so far. So at this point I have no idea what's going on, and I don't know like I don't know what's coming up next, in case you're wondering. Oh, this keeps happening as well. Yeah, so Fontaine still has this control over me over your character, the main character, where essentially he knows how to get your character to stop, like, the character's heart to stop beating, which what it boils down to in terms of gameplay wise is that it lowers your max HP every time he at certain points. Oof. So it gets real hard to survive later here. Oh god. Literally every time there's music that starts popping in, I get it happens like immediately in the as soon as I what's it called? Oh god, I'm blanking again. As soon as I actually start putting up a part of Bioshock, then the music kind of like immediately gets me like copyright claimed. And it's not going to like shut off the audio, but it's like, yeah, there's no way that I'd be able to go back and be like, hey, let's try and monetize these Bioshock parts. Remember, this game took place in 2007, 2008? I think that's when it came out. So things were very, very different when it comes to licensing music, especially when you're playing a video game. Ooh.
Little monster Fontaine's dug up. When she does speak, which is almost never, her accent is thick and grating. Her hair is filthy and she seems to wear the same mustache they jump on day after day. But I've got to hand it to Frank. The Tenenbaum is the old-timer diamond in the rough. No formal training, no experience, but put her in front of a gene sequence and she's Mozart. It's a Habschigot.
So at this point you're starting to get this whole story between Frank Fontaine and what's it called? Frank Fontaine and Tannenbaum. Like, they basically were working together and they essentially created the main character, if I'm following the story correctly. Which there's a whole bunch of things that we still don't know about our character, other than the fact that he was essentially born here in Rapture. So oof. So this is another one of those, oh my god. Every time I have to switch between weapons, I always have to reload one of them. It happens over and over again, and I find I waste precious time when that happens, so. So I have a feeling I'm going to have to go to Apollo Square at some point. I don't know when. I haven't made it there yet. But I have a feeling that's going to happen much later in the story. Well, much later, like, coming up.
Welcome to the circus of doubt.
Alright, so maybe you guys can count along at home. We'll see how many times I die in this episode. Because I already died once. And, well, it happens many more times. I also don't know how you can reach that glowing item on the top there. On the top of that. Maybe with telekinesis, but I wasn't even thinking about that at the moment. So, yeah. I'm waiting for it because Fontaine does the... Fontaine does the thing where it's like, hey, your HP is gonna lower again. God, I am real bad at this. Alright, so there were two big daddies in this area. And we found one of them all, like, pretty much right off the bat. Yep. There we go. Oh boy. So I was wondering if, like, back at the beginning of this Let's Play when we came across the Fontaine fisheries, we never really, like, came across Fontaine back then, and I always wondered if it was just, like, an old name, or if it was actually run by someone who was living down here, and, well... now we know. Oh god. I hate these fucking tripwires. Hate them so much. Trying every single thing I can to actually destroy the tripwires. And it takes me having to use my Eve to fucking do it. Now call me crazy, but I don't trust any bodies that are just lying on the ground nowadays. Because there's so many of them that just spring forth. So set that body on fire, because I do not trust it. For some reason I couldn't pick up that dollars until I actually bent down to pick it up. I don't know, that was weird. Whew. I've also never made any of those first three objects, whatever they are. Hacker's Delight, Bruised Hound, and Bloodlust. I probably should have, but I never needed to before, I guess. Never needed to, so... I thought this was a door I could go through, so I'm a fucking idiot for that. What I love is that the steel tip bolts, a lot of times they don't use up ammunition. You can go and grab them right off the wall, so they're actually really useful. Oh my god. I think the next... oh. There's this guy here. Then I believe there's a Big Daddy coming right around the corner here. I think. I can't remember. So I know I have a shootout with another Big Daddy. The second Big Daddy. Ooh, stretch. I gotta stretch and I'm yawning because it's really early that I'm recording this one. Again, I have an interview at noon today, so I'm recording this before then. just to kind of get my mind off the interview right now, kind of loosen up, watch some horror, a horror video game, which I guess doesn't really make much sense. You can't really loosen up that way, but whatever. It's better than nothing. I usually am very, very anxious, so I needed something to kind of take my mind off of it and figure, you know what, this is probably one of the best ways to do it. Just focus on stuff for the channel. So, speaking of which, I might as well talk about that, because what I figured is that the reason I'm able to, that we, both myself and Eden, are able to kind of focus so heavily on the channel right now is because of the fact I don't really have a job right now. So if I do get this job, which I can't say what it is yet because I haven't had the interview yet, if I do get this, then the consistent uploads for this channel may start to take a hit. There's the Big Daddy. But yeah, the consistent uploads may start taking a hit here and there. We won't know until... We're not going to know until this actually... Until after this interview happens, which I'll know pretty much immediately after, after doing this video. So, I believe... second death is coming up soon. Wow, I didn't realize how... Oof. I didn't realize how... Oh my god. I just didn't realize how bad I was playing this. Like I mentioned many times before, I'm not the best when it comes to this game. Well, there's number 3. Third death. At this point I was like getting a little pissed off. Ooh, I think I actually kill him in this one. Yep, there we go. Just have to trap him with a whole bunch of... trap him with a whole bunch of mines. I figure that whenever I use proximity mines, I actually get some really good results with those. So...
Adam improved every aspect of man except his character. Perhaps there is a plasmid that can grow the spirit. Perhaps in your DNA, the secret lies. I've sent a little one with some goodies to help ease your burden.
So when I heard that, I was like, I knew there was a Gatherer's Garden back where I came, so I was just gonna go back and grab that. I believe this is where I die again. And I subsequently kill myself again for the 4th time, because when you electrocute the water on those side canals, I guess whatever you call them, it electrocutes the whole waterway. So... yeah, I was not thinking before then. So yeah, keep counted. We're at number 4. And me being a fucking idiot, forgot about the... Oh, this part I was not doing good in. I was not doing good in this part. But I at least electrocuted that Big Daddy to death. So I assumed there'd be some sort of stuff on him. Oof. Still like no health whatsoever. I was really, really not in a good spot here. One hit, I would have been dead. And like this area, for some reason, seemed to have a lot of respawning enemies. Ooh. So that was the first time I actually did see one of the little sisters actually placing the teddy bear there that had all the stuff. Realized I never really even bought any of these other plasmids that were here. Like the Enrage, Target Dummy, Sonic Boom. I never used any of them. What did I choose here as well? I can't remember what oh, okay, I chose Human Inferno. I guess I was just trying to get a whole bunch of ways to beef myself up because I was taking lots and lots of damage. Auto hack the vending machine so I can get some discounts. Get another auto hacking tool and just get myself back up to normal amounts of just stuff. Probably should have bought ammo while I was back there. I don't think I did. Actually, I don't think I needed to. Nah, I look back at it. Oh, maybe for the shotgun, but... So I think at this point we're coming up towards the halfway point of this part. This next part is where I spend pretty much the rest of my time in. So this whole area, see there's a tower in the middle that has a door like a key code on the front of it. So I have to go around and I have to search that key code. And something I noticed is that Big Daddies respawn real easily in this area. Like, you see a number of them, and I kind of get one of the services of one towards the end of this part. Also, I was trying to look for that fucking camera because I couldn't see where the camera was, but I was just... I could see that red light, the opposite end, so... I think next up, I go into this room over here.
That Tannenbaum ain't what you think. Florence Nightingale, huh? That'll all come crashing down before you can say Cantomatus. I've seen good bunco, and I've seen great bunco. But when you walk through Rapture and World War II without even a scratch, you got more than leprechauns watching over you.
Okay, so kind of insinuating that there's something weird about Tannenbaum. I think she's German as well, which is why he made that World War II comment. Yeah. Oof. I think the crossbow is slowly becoming one of my favorite weapons. Because it's just so impactful, it feels better than a shotgun.
Hate to see you this way, kid. Hell, I was there when you were born. You ever have a dog you gotta put down? Breaks your heart.
Oh my god. Yeah, that line reminded me pretty much immediately of that. Oh.
Those years, we thought we were making progress with our skinner boxes and our electric shocks. What a waste of time. Until Adam, you could no more domesticate a child than a boa constrictor. Fontaine gives a Suchong history for child that he wants to imprint into child's head. Kid, not a person. A jukebox. Ready to play whatever tune Fontaine wants to hear.
Yeah, but it just reminded me of the one thing, oh god, it was an audio log where it was Suchong telling the kid to break the dog's neck. And that's what that past comment of Fontaine reminded me of. God damn. Yeah, that audio log was hard to sit through. Like, at the time, I was shocked that was in there. So, I mean, I'm still shocked it's in there, and it's been like 12 years since this game came out. So this is a tonic here for the You Invent stations, which means I believe you have fewer components in order to use it.
Fontaine's become some kind of boogeyman in Rapture. That myth gives him power. But peel back flim flam and a humbug, he's just another conman. And like all conmen, he worries he'll end up on the wrong side of grift. That's why he commissioned a lot 192. The antidote to the mental control plasmid. Fontaine said I better not tell anybody about the antidote. Not even Tannenbaum. And Suchong is inclined to listen.
I knew there was something to that. Always secret when with Suchong, always secret. He must have his lot 192 in his lab near Apollo Square. I once stole a dose and brought it up to my flat on the second floor, but those apes would have taken it back to Fontaine's penthouse upstairs. I never knew what lot 192 was for, but if Suchong was doing something in secret, on this I keep my eye.
So yeah, that lot 192 is something that we need to find, because that will help us do something about this red mist.
Why'd I go to the trouble? Otherwise, you'd have been cut in two by the first security bot you crossed paths with. But not Ryan. He made it so his security would recognize his genetic structure. With half his genes, you ain't immune, but you got just enough to throw their metallic looks off their game.
So that's kind of like a backwards ass comment to explain how we can stand up to so many goddamn bullets. Oh. Fucking those heat-seeking rockets. Ooh. My gosh. Ooh. There's one thing I should probably learn to use, is the fucking telekinesis ability, because then I could just grab those rockets and shoot them back. So I could hear there was another Big Daddy in the area, and I was like, okay, where's this Big Daddy? Right there. So, figured it's always better to have some sort of ally on my side. Now, I was stupid and I heard the phrase, hey, it's back in Apollo Square. So I was gonna take this fucking Big Daddy with me to just run back to Apollo Square. But yeah, that didn't really work out. Because as soon as that first bomb exploded by the door, it was in that Big Daddy's line of fire. And since it was my bomb, it started going after me. So yeah. What do we have? 4 kills? I think we're coming close to another one. Boom. So instead I was like, I'll just grab the other... I'll just grab this other Big Daddy that's there. That's when I realized, I was like, wait, the arrow's not telling me to go there yet, so I guess I have to do something back... something back here? Oof. Gosh, having that Big Daddy on my side is very good, very, very good. So on the way back, I'm pretty sure we have to kill that other Big Daddy that was rampaging. I think. I can't remember. Unless he just started walking off. Oh, me using this hypnotized Big Daddy thing over and over again. Oh, there's my other Big Daddy buddy. Oof, seeing 2 Big Daddies fight against each other is pretty good, pretty cool. Like I see, I didn't exactly see it. But, yeah, we still got that.
Mr. Coswell? Huh? Listen to me! You can run, but we'll find you!
Oh my god. That rivet gun Big Daddy has is fucking impressive. Still couldn't see the camera. I knew it was up there, just didn't know where it was. Oh, it was right there. Destroy it. Destroyed 1 camera. So I forgot that I had hypnotized Big Daddy 2, which the time that I have him on my side is much longer than the original. So I kept looking back, expecting him to start wanting to go on a rampage soon. Also, a weapon upgrade station. So I gave that to the machine gun. So fully upgraded 3 weapons at that point. And then I just let that Big Daddy go. I think I let him go. Wait, no, I think I brought him with me. Did I? No. No, I let him go. Oh, and there's the camera. Oh, I ran out of money for this. Oh, goddamn. Oh. I think I hacked one of these too, so I can get it on my side. Because I think like, other than the big daddies, the hacked security bots are probably some of the most useful allies to have. And when I have someone on my side, it, well, makes things seem a little more manageable. Makes it seem like I'm not going through this thing alone. So I have a little more confidence when I have one of those security drones following me. Alright, so pick up some ammunition. We're getting close to the end of this part. Because the last information that we need is in this room. I don't know why I don't just go for like a picture with those guys, because I feel like oh my god. Yeah, this apartment, I believe, is where we're supposed to find our last piece of information. There goes that security bot. I think it was able to kill everything. Oh no, it left like one enemy in the area. So this was supposed to be Tannenbaum's apartment, from what I understand. I think she's something of a oh god, what's the word I'm looking for? She's like a curator. Curator, a librarian, I'm not exactly sure what the word is, but she has her own kind of study. I kept hearing that fucking voice every single time, so I thought there was an enemy in the room with me. This shot was creepy. God, anytime I see a corpse now, I can't. I just think that it's gonna come alive and try to attack me. Oh, machine gun, guy shot here in the corner. And then on the floor, I believe. Yep. Oof. God damn, these splicers. Splicers just like being, just like laying there on the ground and then just jumping up at you and they just see you approach. Hey there, little starfish. Alright, so the last part of this area, we have to go upstairs. So I believe this is right around the part where I lose my guard drone. And seeing that little hole in the wall means that Big Daddies can come in here. At least I think. Oh my god. I think I accidentally killed it with that explosion. Nitro Splicer. That was a fucking JoJo thing that he did. bending his body like that. He bent it like Beckham, baby. Oh my god, I'm getting tired. We're almost done. I have after this I have half an hour till my interview, so we're coming up on the end here. I think. Oh yeah, we're coming up on the end of this. A little bit of money on those corpses. And I was wondering, because I was like, this apartment doesn't really have anything in it, and I don't know where the arrow is trying to point me to. So I'm pretty sure I wasn't supposed to be in this room, but I'm not exactly sure. Oh yeah, it was pushing me into the next room. So this is where we're coming up on the end.
Adam's the ultimate score, kid. No more grifts, no more scams. A monopoly on Adam makes Standard Oil look like the big league Italy. All that's left is buried in the below. Already 6 miles under the Atlantic, you got one hell of a head start.
Alright, so here's where we get.
Looks like things have gone busto between Fontaine and his little German beanhole. Why a guy like Fontaine would waste his time with that spooky crowd when he could be getting the gravy from any dish he chooses is beyond the understanding of this paparazzi. Even reset the door code to 5744. Maybe to be double sure that beanpole don't sprout up in his yard again.
I think I realized with this person that, well, there was no, there wasn't really a way to kill them or to stun them with electricity. I think they had some sort of electrical powers. This is the home of, Tenenbaum. So I think I'll just be using fucking incinerate whenever I need to get rid of those trap wires. I love that you can just turn the sinks and the toilets on whenever you feel like it. I don't know what it does, but must do something. Alright, so. Alright, we're getting close here. We're getting close. Got the bandages. This is, I think, Tenenbaum's study. And I kept thinking that Big Daddy was going to start walking through here. This here. So this whole room here was her own personal library.
Look at my home, torn apart by Fontaine and his pigs. No doubt he had the samples of Lot 192 taken to his penthouse. Entrance is in lobby, but the damn thing is always locked. You will not believe me, but there was a time when this place was also beautiful.
Then we get the music coming in here, so. Oh boy. So yeah, we're still trying to find lot 192, but apparently Fontaine's saying that he tossed it, so that there's no way that we're going to be able to get ourselves out of this control that he has. I beg to differ. I feel like he's lying, but we'll see. We're pretty much coming up on the end here. All I do left for this part is essentially go back the way I came, and that big... Oh my god, every time I try to fight, it's just fucking... I never have the gun ready to fire, because I always have to fucking reload it. I think we just make our way downstairs, and that's pretty much it. And yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for this part, guys. We open the door here with our code, which I believe was 5744. Get in the elevator, go up, and then, yeah, that's the end of this part. On the next part, we're going to go through Fontaine's penthouse, and we're going to see if we can find lot 192. Alright guys, that's going to be it. See you later.
I made a place for the children here, but it is you who are their savior. Will you stop here, or will you deliver them from this terrible city at long last?